everyone, my name is Callie and I'd like to welcome you to my YouTube channel. Now today's video is going to be a little bit different. We are actually going to go take a little field trip to the Vandoren Artist Studio in Chicago. And for those of you who don't know, I'm actually a Vandoren artist with the Lake Effect Clarinet Quartet, and Vandoren has been very supportive of our endeavors over the years, and I'm really excited to make this review video for them. We're going to be testing ligatures of the Optimum series. So in the Optimum ligature line, woo, that's a mouthful, there are 3 different platings available. There's the silver plated, the pink gold, and the black plated ligatures. I have only ever played on the silver plated one, and I'm really excited to give the pink gold and the black ligature a try as well. So enough chatting, let's go and head downtown. Here we are at the Vandoren Artist Studio here in Chicago, and check it out. Now, I've been a fan of the Optimum ligature for many years now, and I've kind of settled into the favorite type of plate that I like. And if you're unfamiliar with the Optimum, it actually comes with 3 different plates. You've got plate number 1, which is I call it a banad type plate, where it has the vertical indentations that sit on top of the reed. And so that's actually been my favorite with the silver ligature for many, many years, just for the evenness of sound, the good articulation, and the projection. This is plate number 2, and it has 2 grooves that sit horizontally over the reed. And then we've got plate number 3, which just has 4 dots that sit on top of the reed, which is pretty cool there. So it's definitely worth a shot trying out all of these different ligature combinations if you're able to. But today I am going to do that for you and share with you my opinion on all of those. So before I tell you how much I love or hate any of these combinations, I'm just gonna play them all for you, and just bear with me here. It is really difficult to watch somebody test equipment over a YouTube video coming through your computer speakers. So if the listening to this doesn't interest you, just go ahead and fast forward to the part where I actually talk about the different platings and combinations available. If you are going to listen to all of this, I do recommend paying attention to a couple of things. So I listen, when I'm testing out ligatures, I listen for evenness of tone, ease of sound in the different registers of the instrument, especially the upper register and altissimo. And I also really listen and feel for the articulation of the ligature as well, because it can have an impact. And also response, in general, how responsive it is, resistance factor, okay? So here we go. All right, guys, that was a lot of fun. I'm just going to kind of recap everything from the testing experience. There are 3 different plates that you can choose for the Optimum. Plate number 1 is the, what I call the Bonade type plate. It has the vertical grooves that sits right on top of the reed. And in my opinion, that has a medium response, excellent projection, and very clean, clear articulation. Plate number 2, it has the horizontal grooves that sit on top of the reed, and in my experience, I find that to be just a little bit more resistant, have a slightly darker tone, and medium projection, and the articulation is just a little bit more difficult for me. And then plate number 3 is the one that has the 4 dots that sit right on top of the reed. And in my experience, plate number 3 is the least resistant. It's very, very responsive. It has a pretty bright sound to it though, and articulation is pretty good. Now, that being said, I did test out all of the 3 different plates on each ligature separately to kind of rank my thoughts and how it felt to play each of them. Obviously you guys know that I like plate number 1 on this silver plated ligature. It has the best response, the cleanest articulation, and really great projection. Coming into a close second actually is, surprisingly to me, plate number 3, although I think it's a little bit too bright for my taste, so I never use that on my silver, and I honestly don't even know where my plates are because I lost that one. And then plate number 2 came in a close third. The sound is really nice and warm, but projection is not so great, and the resistance really pushes back on the articulation, so I don't bother with plate number 2 very much. So my favorite for the silver is plate number 1. Now the black ligature, I actually thought plate number 3 sounded the best on the black ligature. It balances out the resistance of the black coating, and I thought the articulation was pretty comfortable, and the projection was pretty good as well. So if I decided to switch to the black ligature, I'd probably go with plate number 3. In second place on that one is plate number 1. The sound is pretty even and the articulation is good. It just is a little bit more resistant than I prefer. And the third place for that would be plate number 2, and it just really, I think, mutes the sound more than I want, and I don't get quite as many of the higher overtones in the sound. So I really don't like plate number 2 on the black ligature. Now, the pink gold ligature, I want to keep saying rose gold, but it's pink. It's pink gold. The pink gold ligature, I actually really liked plate number 1 and plate number 3 almost equally when I tested those back to back. Really good articulation, nice response, really good projection, and I would really only switch those out depending on how it sounded and felt in the space that I would perform in. And then plate number 2 came in third place for the pink gold, and it still sounds pretty good, but it's still a little bit it just doesn't have the sound quality that I'm looking for, and so I probably won't ever use that plate. So I actually ended up getting myself the pink gold ligature. I really do like the sound of it a lot. I think I'm gonna give this pink gold one a try in the future and kind of see what I can do with it, because I really do love how warm the sound is. It's like if the silver just had a little bit more roundness to the sound and a little more a little bit more, I don't know, smoothness as well. And so we'll give this a try, and honestly, I can't really tell you which one's my favorite because I switch so frequently, but I guess based on my last concert cycle, the silver one is still my favorite, but I still have to give this one a chance. I hope that was helpful. I think you guys should definitely check out the different platings of these Optimum ligatures because everybody has a different opinion of the, you know, of what they need in their playing, and what works for me might not work for you guys, and you may have a completely opposite opinion about everything I just said if you try this out, because guess what? We're all different, and that's how it is. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your week, and I'll catch you on Saturday for another video in Clarinets, Cats, and Coffee. Hope you have a good week, and as always, happy practicing.